Adrian Newey, the second he felt Christian Horner might be employed again.
Ross Brawn. Look at me, I'm the captain now.
That's right. Adrian Newey, now team principal of Aston Martin at the start of next year as a part of an extension of his role as managing technical partner. Andy Cowell, who spent the last year as team principal and CEO, will become the chief strategy officer, focusing on optimizing the technical partnership between the team, engine supplier Honda.
Direct technical liaison with Honda. Kind of like, if you don't know, kind of like Gordon Murray's role at McLaren at the end of the 80s is very similar.
And it's the first time Adrian Newey has ever held the TP role.
Either number one, this was always going to happen and it was inevitable, or two, there's been some serious shithousery going on for Benton to weave this kind of story, because the report goes into a lot of detail about essentially Cowell and Newey were struggling to coexist. They were struggling to figure out who was in charge. It is a little bit jarring that Aston Martin's strategy has almost become, let's get the band back together.
I just don't know what to make of it. I think it's a surprising use of Newey's time, given he has always been direct in the design process, not always being the one drawing the car up, but certainly the one vetting everyone else's processes in the last few years at Red Bull. And now he will be running the show in addition to being technical partner, whereas Andy Cowell is now in the position that I figured he would have ended up in the first place, which is working with engine partnership, because he was
the engine guy,
one of the driving forces behind the Mercedes turbo hybrid V6. He led that project. We know that project turned out pretty good back in 2014. Just a small matter of the most dominant engine in, the history of Formula One.
That engine won 8 Constructors' Championships. I find this very interesting in the sense of Adrian Newey might be the best prepped first-time team principal in Formula One history. First and foremost, for me, I can sum this up in a sentence, and I mentioned this in a few places already. You don't give Adrian Newey £25 million a year in base salary, an ownership stake in the team, a seat on the board, and full technical reign over the entire process of the building of the car, and then hire somebody else to tell him what to do. Adrian Newey has always had an incredibly holistic approach to the entire technical process. He wants a hand in everything because it's effectively his unit. He basically had this power when he was at Red Bull, and Christian Horner was like, "It's all yours, buddy. Here's a workshop with all the boards and pencils you can think of. Do whatever you like, as long as our cars turn out good." As much power as a technical delegate has ever had in a Formula One team.